Hello, it's me. It's my day off from tour, so I decided I could go live. I'm on a sub trail, on my trail. I don't know why everything has to be subs, but okay. Today, I wish it didn't take so much energy to just get ready in the morning. I know I'm old and, you know, I live in a world that seems to think the older you are, the better you are. But when I look around, you got something I don't want. Okay, the curse of old age is not for me. I say the age I am now is as old as I can handle. I can't stay here. Luckily, I'm aware that I'm being held hostage in a concentration camp they call planet Earth. It's not too much here. Obviously, life expands past this planet. I don't happen to be one of the cursed or lucky, however you look at it, one of the only beings ever created in this universe. And you know, they like human. I don't know what this is yet. I'm down in I guess Pennsylvania, Auschwitz. I don't know anything about my breed, but I am smart enough to know that energy would create itself, and I've come to the concept of twin flames, so energy would have created me and a male simultaneously and does the same for all. Now, we aren't born knowing how to care about each other. We aren't even born knowing how not to kill or, you know, like hit or, you know, I'm boxing, I'm wrestling, which is very barbaric behavior from my perspective. It's nothing I want in the world I'm in. You know, if I could make the world for people like me, and then we talk about racism or prejudice, and it's like, but violence is violent behaviors. You can't say I'm prejudiced against violence. I'm prejudiced against killers. Okay, they bring up religion a lot. I'm prejudiced apparently against Muslims. Well, you did 9/11 and you made Muslims look really bad in that. And I say I don't know anything about religion. It's beneath me, okay, because I've evolved past needing some kind of spiritual teacher. In a way, I can figure it out myself. I don't need Krishna or Buddha or Jesus Christ or Portia or Germain. I don't need any kind of ascended master that will advise me. We have a world of constant advice, and I know who I am. If I ask for advice, people want to siphon energy in return. So they expect to be paid if I talk to anyone, because I should have known better than to expect anyone to care about me here, apparently. Sadly, then I don't belong here. That's all I ever say. I say, well, I shouldn't exist. I don't know how I came about. I never would have been one to be like, oh, my parents created me. And I started noticing that online. Oh, my parents your parents didn't fucking create you. I would have never looked at the parental child role as anything but reincarnation. Okay, so I know the soul or whatever, and it's passing through me, but I'm not here to decide anything. I shouldn't be picking their name. You've got to put yourself in the shoes. This is mortal, and it's whatever. We're learning a lesson, but ideally, someone else doesn't get to pick my name. I don't know anything about energy yet, that I would have a vibration or an energy signature that could be a definition of me in a way, and maybe someone could pick up on that and give me some kind of word that best defines me. It's not going to be Portia. I don't know. So yeah, today, as always, I was looking at John Mayer stuff, and I've always been like, You know, I don't know why he didn't get together with like Jewel. You know, I know she only has 300,000 followers. That's, I guess that's why. Is that why, John? You can't go, what, do they have to have at least 4.5 million to be with you? And you can't be with like, well, I don't know. You were talking to the Kardashians. Are you would be, not, okay. But I thought, like, you know, a songwriter like him, I would say the best female songwriter, poetic songwriter would be Jewel here. I mean, it's Earth. We don't have too much, but she's much different than Katy Perry. You know, I do like the Vanessa Carlton music. It's good. It's not as deep as Jewel. I like Jewel. She's homeless. She was homeless, so she understands stuff. She can write poetry. So I don't know why John Mayer didn't marry Jewel. Sorry, I said Jill. I don't know. That's what they call me sometimes here. I accept all versions of my name. Call me ma'am, miss, senorita. Call me Gillian, Jillian. Call me whatever. Okay? I don't give a shit what your elders call me. I guess, you know, I don't know. So, I don't know. So maybe, you know, John, next time you do Current Mood, why don't you give me a shout out and let me know the difference between someone like Jewel and dating someone like, I don't know who she is now. I wouldn't go to her now. Her account looks like it's been taken over by the Illuminati. So I wouldn't approach her at this time. Just, I don't know. Leanne Rimes and I, like, we go to war. So I don't really want to talk about Leanne Rimes. She's nowhere near like Jewel. I always like Jewel better. You know, Leanne can sing whatever, but I don't know. I'm sure I can sing if I'm not poisoned, and it's unimportant. Who shouldn't be able to sing? As long as there's no pressure on us, I think we can sing, we can play. I don't think we should have work hanging over our heads. I don't think I should be like, well, fuck creativity. I have to work 40 hours a week. So, I mean, there's no energy left for me to write, and my heart's broken. I don't know. John can write with a broken heart. That's interesting, but he must have access. He's less poisoned because he's a celeb. I would assume in some ways his brain is more alive than mine, and he can access areas of, you know, being able to transmute the emotions into words or music. He's amazing. I couldn't imagine picking up a guitar and playing it at all, let alone playing it like that. He's a god, if there were any, but they're not. There's no gods in my concept of reality. I'll be much happier without someone throwing lightning around or tornadoes. That's what gods do. They're Elsa. I'm goddess Elsa. I like, you know, you don't do it. You say something I don't agree with, I'm going to hit you with some blast of coldness. Okay, well, maybe you should just learn to control, like, tolerate is a word I use a lot, that I do. I tolerate, because it'll do, you know, I'll look like a fool if I start freaking out. Through the bug. I'm not saying I haven't freaked out. There are things I know that I freak out at, but I've learned to tolerate a lot now, and things don't get to me anymore. You know, yell at me, manager. You really shouldn't. I'm doing the best I can for you, for the restaurant tour. So, I mean, if I make a mistake, it wasn't intentional. And you know, these people order, the way they order me is so I forget somehow. Or they make me forget. They insist because this is a walk-in world, so somehow like they want me to forget they get more then. And it's like, okay, well, you don't need more. Why do you need so much? What? How much more do you need? I don't know. I think it's best to not have so much. I couldn't imagine having a closet full of shoes at this point and them just sitting there. Everything I have at this time is a drawer. I have one dresser drawer and half a closet, and they're full, and I see approximately 5% of it. I wear my restaurant uniform most of the time, and then I usually wear, like, you know, this dress, or, you know, on my 1 to 2 days off, which isn't very much, I wear this. And pajamas, I cycle the pajamas, but I end up wearing whatever's on the top of the drawer. I don't really dig to the bottom. I mean, it's just too much work. So, I don't know. I use what I have. I do want a pair of ruby slippers, the originals. I don't know, I've always been the girl with those knockoff ruby slippers, and it'd be cool to have like a nice pair. So I don't know if one day someone will make me that. I don't get gifts. Christmas is a curse. I don't want it. Thank God it's not Christmas. It hurts. I hate holidays. I have no desire for any of your holy days to occur in my experience. So, but I've been taught this. I've been taught to live this way. Not take up more space than I can use. And definitely don't split into multiple people. You know, if I could split myself into multiple people, I could run the restaurant. You know? Okay. But I'm still doing something I don't want to do. Just to make paper? I don't want to do it. I don't want the paper. Unfortunately, where I am right now, I do need some of that, because I don't have like a cabin in the woods that I own free from the taxes of the world. No matter what I do, I have to pay something here. So I have to have some source of income for that. They want me to work a lot. They haven't given me the option to work minimally. And even if I don't work, I don't have much to do. It's a concrete jungle of Ulta beauties. Which one, dollar store to Chanel? I don't know. It's all the same garbage to me. I don't know. These glasses, I don't see how they're any different than the Coach ones I used to have. These are, you know, these ones are good. I don't know what they are. They're just glasses. I buy a lot. Like, I would say, for me, I buy a lot of sunglasses because they get scratched, and I don't like that. And I buy cheap, usually Dollar Tree. Honestly, the Dollar Tree has really good sunglasses. But the Dollar Tree was closed last time I wanted a pair, so I had to go to Gabe's. Now, when I say I have a lot of sunglasses, I mean like 3 pair. Okay? It's just the way it's been for me, and I adapted. I used to have a Coach bag. I don't do it anymore. I don't like names. I don't give a shit what's on this bag. This is Walmart, whatever. It's whatever. I guess it's in me. Camilla and I like those little mini backpacks, huh? So, I used to go to Coach, and my rule was 1 Coach bag at a time. So if I bought another one, I had to sell my old one. Now, oh God, I hope I didn't get killed for it. I hope the quality was good enough. I don't know. I would say I probably wasn't the best at describing the quality of used products. I don't know. So, I've sold a lot on eBay for someone like me. And I'm sure I was punished every time. I used to like have a dream of going to auctions and buying stuff and making a living like that. Anything to keep me away from managers and bosses. And what does everyone here want to be? A manager and a boss. So it's no wonder Anne Frank hides in the attic. It's not her kind, it's not her vibe. Bossing people around. Feel it. Do it. Be bossed around. Be the slave. Whatever. Do your life is a sacrifice for whoever the boss is. I don't know why. Other than you need to be the slave to understand it. So you stop doing it. I see that everybody loves being a parent. A parent is nothing like what you want. As a parent, I bend over backwards and sacrifice myself for tiny beings. And they're cute and helpless. And you'll do anything to make sure they're okay. And they're so tiny when they're born. And it is absolutely terrifying. Are they okay? Are they okay? I couldn't use cribs for the very reason that I had to make sure that child was breathing next to me. You talk about SIDS. Why? What a terrifying reality for someone to go through all that agony, like desiring a child, having a child, delivering that child, and something happening to that child. I don't know. It's a lesson. So in reality, I don't have children. I have a twin flame. He's around. We're together. I don't know. There's weapons. The Illuminati, whatever it may be, who has some sort of criminal record against an innocent victim like me, who has, she's absolutely harmless in the reality of it. Just let her go. There's all kinds of flies around me, so they're trying to like steal my mind. You know what I mean? Possession. May change my wave of thought. Which is a reason I would never write music. So, but, I don't know. Being a parent is nothing. We have a twin flame, which we do care deeply for that person, and we have to get through a series of lessons that are really upsetting. The stuff I read when I read about John Mayer, when I see his comedy, there's stuff in here that stuff is no good that he's done, and it's upsetting, but it's over and whatever. I don't know. I guess I always say, well, I couldn't imagine myself behaving that way. Really? I don't know. But it's all innocent in the end, and there's no harm done, and so I'm just waiting for the last train home. I've been sobbing for a year. I've been sobbing forever, but I've been seriously into sobbing for a year. Everyone knows I was driving around with I'm sobbing on my car. I couldn't get it off the car with the materials you sell. It doesn't come off in the rain, so it just stayed on the car. She's just sobbing. So I don't think I like sobbing. So I don't know. I wish I could talk to my twin flame right now and face to face, and maybe I do and I forget because of the weapons. I got hit by the weapon when I was talking about the weapons, obviously, because of the mind erasing weapons used by whatever an Illuminati may be. As far as I know, Joe Biden, just some dude, apparently got elected by all kinds of sick people. Like, what do you want? A government, a political government with only two parties that don't cover all the points of views of a person may have. And then this religion stuff, like, I don't know. When you're here, obviously a religion doesn't do anything for you. You give them an offering and you go and sit in their service, and it's not entertaining. Have you ever been to an AA meeting? Have you ever been to church service in Sunday school? it's not something I would ever get involved with. I had to be involved as a child, and as I grew up, I obviously stopped going, and I believe in morals. That's true. But I never understood the Jesus is the king, or Jesus sacrificed for me. What? What does that mean? And I was able to put, you know, idols. Well, Jews. I've always been into Jews, and I'm glad John Mayer's a Jew. I looked at his picture the other day, and I was like, I wonder if he's Jewish. There's something in him. I was like, he looks a little Jewish, and then I found out his dad's Jewish, or in this, whatever this is. And I've always been, you know, Dan the Jew was the original Jonathan Taylor Thomas when this all started. But, you know, Jews are similar to Christians. They don't believe in the idol. Okay. We don't need an idol. I don't understand you. I don't understand why, you know, first of all, you're poisoning, and I don't think people like John or Sean would have known that. You're poisoning society, the poor people. You're poisoning them so they don't have talent. I was so sick as a young person. I was being abused, like, very badly, psychologically and physically. I don't know. I like to sing, but I knew it wasn't going to go anywhere. Not considering how I'm treated, how I was treated by my foster parents, who they say are my real parents, but now I've uncovered what a foster parent would mean. And so, I mean, and teachers and all of them. I mean, my choir director was a real piece of work. Fuck that. Then there's marijuana, which changes that. Which group are you in, Nillig? Are you going to be going to the Berkeley Music School, or are you going to smoke weed and work at Olive Garden? Well, I don't know. My fate was already determined. It was a predetermined fate. But now I know where I'm headed. My life hasn't begun yet, so I'm just waiting for something new. We're excited about Sabrock. It's the song of the summer. Mayer is the song of the summer. So I don't know what that means, but sorry, I just killed a fly, like, on my hand. Do I get punished for killing some fly when they're annoying? I don't know. Well, it can only get better. That's the beauty of my experience. It really couldn't get worse. I guess it could. I mean, there's states of being that you just can't live that way. These beings are walking around like that. What would that feel like to be that? Understand, you know, think that when you see someone. What would it feel like to be them? And make sure you're not affecting the way someone feels. Like, don't have an ill effect on someone. Like, you could just stay away. That's okay. I don't mind people who keep away from me. Thank you. Checking out my makeup, looking a little healthier today. That's good. All right, I've rambled on long enough, and I guess I'm thinking about going to Ulta Beauty. I have a coupon. What happens when I use a coupon? What's my punishment? Am I stealing? You sent me a coupon. What happens when I use the marked bills? All right. Maybe I'll find some more flowers, but so far all I found are daisies, so I was hoping to find a variety and put them in my hat. Okay. All right. Well, it was nice going live with everyone. I hope you have a good day. All right, bye-bye.